stuff with the stream here to get it going on YouTube as well as Facebook. So if you can see us, if you can hear us, definitely let us know, because we don't want to have it playing on while we're doing this, and then you get audio issues. So if you're watching, make sure you say hi. Make sure you say hello. Let us know where you're watching from. Today's question, I didn't get to ask one last week. We kind of got busy with so much new paper mache to show you guys. Today's question, with tomorrow being November 1st, does the Christmas season start tomorrow, or does it start the day after Thanksgiving?
I'm ready to start. I am ready to start.
Already?
My husband is like, no, you're going to hate it by the time Christmas comes.
Yeah, so let us know. Let me know for you guys, because I know the stores have already. I was out trying to find something for Lisa to take all of her kids in the classroom, little trinkets for Halloween.
Yep.
And usually she gets some like Halloween pencils or something.
I was looking for the same thing.
I went to like Dollar Store, Walmart, all this stuff, and like there's almost no Halloween stuff. This was like 3 days ago, and it's already Christmas, and I'm like,
I
we haven't even hit Halloween yet, and you guys are already putting your Halloween stuff away.
Yeah, I had to get plates. I had to get Rice Krispie treats, which was not hard to find, of course. But the Halloween plates, and I wanted to get some pencils and just some little things for the kids.
Yeah.
Because I normally make a craft
to
take in, but I didn't get to that. So I was like, well, I'll bring some goodies in for the kids. Yep. But yeah, it was hard to find.
Yeah. Like 2-3 weeks ago, if you went to like Dollar Tree or something like that, they have giant sections of Halloween stuff. So Lisa always has me get them there. And I went to like 3 of them the other night, and I'm like, their Halloween section is like one little thing, and it's already all Christmas. And I even asked lady, she's like, they tell us when to start putting Christmas stuff out and taking Halloween stuff down. I was like, but it's not even Halloween yet. She's like, we do it the way we're told.
Yep.
Hi, Michelle. Hello, Kat. Good morning from cold Nebraska. It's not cold here yet, but I know it's supposed to be. It's actually unseasonably
really warm. It feels great.
Yeah, it was almost 80 degrees yesterday.
Yeah, we were carving pumpkins outside yesterday, and it felt so good.
Oh, yeah. 100%.
But there's a lot of bees out, and unfortunately, Aniston got stung by a bee yesterday, so that was not fun.
We still have so many things that are flowering and all that and blooming. Yeah, we have all the bees all over the place. But today is warm. It's supposed to be windy and rainy. Hopefully it's not, because it's Halloween and we don't want to see the trick-or-treating get ruined for all the kids. Good morning, Cliff. Cliff said yes to Christmas. Yes, I assume that you mean yes as in like it starts tomorrow on November 1st.
I like your thinking.
And Julie said Thanksgiving lands later this year, so definitely need to decorate before this year or it's hardly worth it. That's a fair point. I mean, Thanksgiving's the 28th or something like that, and sometimes it's as early as the 22nd, 23rd. So yeah, maybe if you wait, you're kind of losing a week of having your decorations up, and then it'll really feel like, I think every year it feels like you put them up and then before you know it's New Year's, and it's
exactly,
where did the Christmas season go? It's gone already. So that is a fair point, Julie. I didn't think about it that way.
No, not at all.
Kat said rain bad last night. I don't say that. Let's see. Aline, hello from Bucks County, Pennsylvania.
Hello, how are you, Aline?
Hi, Aline. Aline, I'm not familiar with Bucks County. What part of the state is that in? Certainly let us know. Michelle said, good morning from sunny Florida, 78 here right now, and yes to Christmas. If we make it there without any more hurricanes, then rainy season is finally over.
Poor Florida. I feel so bad.
Yeah, so hopefully you guys
bad for Florida.
Hopefully you guys are in the clear. I don't know how late hurricane season goes, but
I can't remember. I thought normally
it's
I thought
usually
it was
like
November.
Yeah, November. Michelle, let us know, because we're Ohioans, and we only get like the little snippets left over of hurricanes if they move through. So good morning, Gloria. Again, if you guys are just joining us, just signing on, our question is, with tomorrow being November 1st, does the Christmas season start tomorrow, or does it start the day after Thanksgiving? Michelle Lopez says hurricane season goes to December.
I thought it was November.
I thought it was earlier than that. that. So be sure, as I always say every week, let us know what you're working on. I know some of you folks like Cliff have been great about sharing what you're working on, using some of our stuff. If you post anything, Christmas crafts, Halloween crafts, whatever, if you're using anything that you got from our store, please tag us in it. Or if you want, send a message to us through Facebook. or to email anything like that, so that way Nikki can see that. We'd love to share that with everybody and share your ideas and share your talents with everybody else.
Yeah.
Do you have anything fun coming up you're working on? I'm sure with the holiday season you probably have a zillion.
I do, yes. I've got a couple crafts. I know I've done one with the paper mache cones. Mm-hmm. So I made those into a tree. But it's kind of different. So I'm kind of excited about that one. Though I did one yesterday. I was trying to show a sneak peek yesterday. I'm still trying to deal with getting my voice back. It's been a week and a half.
Yeah.
So I'm still.
Because you were sick last week, which is why
I keep on telling everybody that I need to stop talking, but I just can't with 2 kids.
Yeah.
And I think camping last weekend with the smoke, with the bonfires, I don't think that helped.
Oh, yeah, that probably didn't help.
No. So I'm still trying to get my voice back, but I was trying to do a sneak peek yesterday, but I did these ornaments with our clear acrylic ball ornaments. I made them, I painted them and added some baking soda to it to kind of make like a moody type feel. Oh, it turned out so good.
Awesome.
I am so excited.
So that'll be one they'll be seeing. You'll be posting soon?
I'll be posting it. Won't be until next week.
Yeah.
Or you may have a sneak peek on it tomorrow if I can try to do a live or a video on them. But
cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Excellent. Gloria said, do you have any more information if you guys are going to be making bigger crosses? I know you asked about that last week. So that is something that our buyers are reaching out to our manufacturers on. Sometimes when you're dealing with manufacturers in other countries, other time zones, we can't get answers right away. But we are looking into that, and as soon as we have more information, we can definitely share that. We'll share it on here when we have more info.
Yeah, for sure.
Kat said, moving on to Christmas, have people in the shop asking when Christmas is being put out. Yeah, gotcha. So yeah, it makes sense, especially if you have a shop, kind of craft shop, home decor shop, anything like that.
You have to. I mean,
you can't wait because everyone's looking for that
everybody
stuff.
Is just, they plan, especially, stores or people that, make things for a living and sell them. I mean, you have to plan ahead for sure. Absolutely.
And we know you guys do because a lot of you guys have been placing Christmas orders for weeks and weeks.
I would say probably it started like a month or so
ago.
It
was like August, I think, is when I really started noticing Christmas stuff moving in the warehouse. And we sell Christmas items all year round. Yeah. That's actually a pretty common question that we get asked in customer service is, do I have to get Christmas stuff seasonally? We don't have anything that we pull inventory and hold until later in the year. If we have it in stock, regardless of the time of the year, it's on our site. Yeah. So, but like anything during the summertime, we, even though all the Christmas stuff is on, we don't see a lot of it moving. It's usually, it always seems like, and Sherry pointed this out years ago, and I realized, when I started seeing it, it's usually when the kids go back, around the time kids go back to school. Yeah. People start thinking holiday season, and she's right. It's usually mid-August, late August. All of a sudden, a lot more Christmas stuff is getting mixed in with the orders and all of that. You're welcome, Gloria. Yeah, we'll keep working on that and see if we can get bigger and crosses for you, and we'll let you know. Kat saying Menards looks like Christmas through last Friday.
Yeah, like I said, we went into Family Dollar trying to look for Halloween stuff. Even Walgreens, just stuff around us, Kroger's. I mean, it is Christmas everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, Walmart is.
It's gone.
It's all Christmas. The garden center, everything's all Christmas. So, Aline said, "I'm starting now, little by little, more enjoyable that way." That makes sense.
It does. It is.
That makes sense. And we've always at my house, we've always been, the day after Thanksgiving. Usually before I go to work that Friday, I'm like bringing up as many of the bins as I can, so Lisa and the kids can start decorating.
Like that,
but I think Lisa and I are going to have a chat because I think Julie's got a good point about how late Thanksgiving is this year. We have so much Christmas stuff. It takes a week.
It takes a while to put it together.
10 days to put it all up anyway. So we might have to do earlier this year. We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Gloria said Hobby Lobby is stocked as well. I feel like Hobby Lobby is like the earliest. Yeah. I feel like around June we start seeing Christmas stuff up at Hobby Lobby. So be sure to let us know again if you're just joining us. Does Christmas start tomorrow, November 1st, or the day after Thanksgiving? Real quick before we get to, we pulled some of this stuff that we're seeing a lot of orders for, kind of some of our Christmas favorites this time of year. Before we get to that, if you're signed up for our email list, you probably saw an email go out this morning, I think, or was it this morning, I believe.
It was this morning. I think some of them.
We send them out in different tiers because if we like mass blitz millions of emails out, sometimes it's too much. It's more likely we get flagged as like spam and stuff like that. So we do them in batches and in times of day. But if you saw the email, you know what I'm talking about. If you didn't, we're running a flash sale through the weekend for Halloween. It's 30% off every order. I don't believe there's an order minimum.
I don't think so.
They can double check. I believe I just saw it was just straight 30% off. Coupon code is SpookyFlash30. It's our Halloween flash sale. So at checkout it's just 30% off. Just everything. 30%
so off. No order minimum.
So whether you want to order an item for 99 cents or you want to spend $10,000, go for it.
Take up this opportunity.
Yeah. While we still have a lot of Christmas stuff in stock.
Yes.
Or anything. Spooky Flash 30. So, and a lot of you guys have commented, as you probably saw, a lot of our paper mache items that have been out of stock are back in stock. Because we got 2 containers in about 4 days.
I know. I've had a couple of customers reach out on Facebook that they were super excited. They were looking for certain, like the ornaments with the hole cut out. I don't know if there's an actual name for that. But they were so happy that finally came. The Santa heads. Mm-hmm. So,
Kat said have to have turkey before it can start decorating. Fair enough. Pamela, this is my first time here. Can you explain what's going on? Absolutely. So I'm Brian. This is Nikki. We're from FactoryDirectCraft.com, as you probably know by now. Every Thursday morning we come on and just chat with some of our customers, our followers. Every week we kind of have a different theme. We'll show off some different products from our warehouse. We always leave it open to you guys for future episodes. If there's anything you want to see. We've done a lot of these shows geared around customer requests. So we've had people asking to see different paper mache items. We've had people asking about rusty tin items or pitberry items. So
wood.
A lot of wood items. We've done, some doll part and dollhouse miniature kind of stuff. So it's just something we come on and just chat with you guys. A big part of it is letting you guys know that we're real people.
We're real. We're here
in the United States.
Yeah. I mean, we're a family-owned business. We've been in business since 1985.
Coming up on 40 years,
Yeah, which is crazy. We don't have a storefront to shop at, so we know sometimes when you're shopping online, it is hard to see the items. You can't feel them. You can't see them in person. So we try to come on live and show these items off as best as we can.
Absolutely.
So that way you can kind of get a feel of what we have and what the items look like.
Yeah, and it's almost daily. Because Nikki and I work in customer service along with our owner's daughter Deneen and some other folks that help out as we get busy. But it's almost daily that people ask us, are you located in the U.S.? Am I going to have to wait for my items to come from China? Even on chat, I've had people say, "Are you a real person or are you a chat bot?" We don't use any chat bots. We don't use any AI questions, anything like that. If you talk to us on chat, you send us an email. If you call us, you're going to speak to myself, you're going to speak to Pam or Adam or whoever else here at our office and our warehouse, which is in Springboro, Ohio. All of our orders ship from here. So if you're in the U.S., generally, even with just standard shipping, you're going to have your order in just a couple of days. So that's why we're here. We're here to just chat with you guys, let you know who we are, kind of show you some of the stuff that we have. I hope that helps. If there's any other questions we can answer, please
let us know.
Michelle said, "Great sale, thanks. You are very welcome. Hope you take advantage of it."
Yes.
Gloria said, "Love the Santa boots."
Yes,
and a lot of people.
Yeah,
we had a long waiting list for that item to come back in stock.
There's so many things that you can do with them.
Oh yeah, absolutely, yeah. I mentioned the list. If there's an item that's out of stock, if you want, contact us and let us know that you would like that item. we do have an email list that we can put you on. And as soon as those items, whatever the item is, as soon as the inventory is turned back on, you'll get a notification email letting you know that item is back in stock. And we know it works because there are items that we have, like those Santa boots. And we know it works because the minute inventory goes on, within minutes, we're getting orders for them. So
it's great.
Let's see where I leave off here.
Adrena.
Hello. Oh, hi, Adrena. Hope you're doing, everything's all right down in Texas.
She just did an unboxing for us yesterday, showing off all the goodies that she got from our on her order, her recent order. So it was fun seeing that. So I'm excited to show what kind of crafts she's going to be doing this for the holiday season.
Yeah, make sure you go follow Lee Lexi Creations on Facebook. She does a lot of stuff with our items, as Nikki mentioned, unboxings. Every once in a while, when she does a live, Nikki will jump on if this involves some items of ours to answer questions and things like that. Lisa said, "Good morning from Western Kentucky." Good morning, Lisa. Hopefully you're not going to get all this rain that we're supposed to get too. Debbie, I'm going
to the store.
We understand.
We miss seeing your guys' faces.
Yeah, we've talked about that before. If you're new here, if you're kind of wondering what Debbie's talking about, at our old location, it was an office and warehouse for shipping, but we did have a small storefront. When we had to expand because we were growing and we moved into this new location down the road, unfortunately, this building isn't zoned for retail. It was only zoned for warehousing and offices and that. And when we looked into the cost of having the property rezoned to put in a retail store, it was insanely expensive, like so much more than what we were making in an average year from having it on the store part of it. So yeah, we do miss that though, because we do miss seeing our customers a lot.
We do. We love talking to the customers when they come in and asking what they're doing and just getting to know everybody. But this is the way that, since we don't have a store, this is how we can kind of get to know our followers. Yeah,
Pamela said, so you sell them, we can buy it. Absolutely. So our website is factorydirectcraft.com or factorydirect.com. If you go there, you'll see our web store. We have almost 40,000 different items in stock.
A lot.
So anything that we're showing here is in stock. Pamela, usually after we conclude the live, Nikki will post links to the items that you're seeing, things like that. We usually try to have a page on our website that the link will go to that will show today's items. So everything that you see that we're showing is you can order from our website. If you've never ordered from us, shipping is free within the U.S. if your order is over $50. If it's under $50, it's just a flat rate of $7.95. So we get asked that a lot. Gloria said, "You guys are amazing." Thank you, Gloria.
Thank you.
We're trying. The live stream thing is something new that we decided to try this year, but we're having fun with it. Tracy, I'm a new listener. What are you selling? We will get to that in a minute. As far as what we sell. Boy, I don't even know where to begin answering. So we're a full service craft store. So you're going to see everything from your basic art and craft supplies, pom-pom, chenille stems, some art supplies, all the way through home decor, dollhouse stuff, doll stuff. We are the largest importer of paper mache in the country, and I will fight anyone that disagrees with that. I know we are because even your big box stores aren't carrying as much. But we know you guys want it because all of you guys are buying enough that we bring in like 6 containers a year of paper mache.
Yes.
So if you want to know what we sell, if you go to factorydirectcraft.com, you'll see we have all the different categories: wood cutouts, rusty tin, primitive stuff, tons of that, lots of pit berries. We order direct from, the reason why we call ourselves Factory Direct, we order direct from the manufacturers, which helps us keep costs down. It'll also allows us, if you look at all of our pit berry stuff, generally most of that stuff we're going to be the only ones that have it, because a lot of that is stuff that we work on with our vendors. Also with paper mache, there's paper mache items, a lot of paper mache items that you'll see on our site that you won't find anywhere else in the world, because we're constantly working with our vendors. Hey, what about this? What about this? Gloria was asking about larger crosses. That's something that we're already going to be having discussions with them about. Santa boots, the different paper mache masks. No one else has that stuff. No. So we have a wide variety of craft supplies on our site. Andrina said the unboxing is so fun.
Yeah,
Awesome.
It was fun.
You always do so well with it. So we appreciate the energy and the positivity. Gloria said Andrina is the best. She is.
She does great stuff, especially with those rusty, crusty items.
Yeah. Sarah said hello from Ireland.
Ireland, hello. Thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely. So
hi, Chris. How are you?
Hello, Chris.
Sorry again if you're new. If you just hopped on, sorry for my voice. I'm still trying to get it back. It's been like a week and a half.
Yeah, and since it looks like a bunch of you jumped on after we started, as we're trying to keep up with all the comments. Today's question we want you guys we want to know from you guys: Does Christmas start tomorrow, November 1st, or do you wait until after Thanksgiving? Everyone's got a different opinion on it. I'm curious to see what you guys have to say. Hi, April. How are you? Shannon, what are the ball ornaments called with the cutout in them?
I did.
Oh, the plastic ones, like the terrarium ones.
Well, we've got paper mache.
Yep.
Oh my goodness, paper mache ball ornaments with the hole. Those are, I just had it. Geranium ball ornaments. I did post a link for you, Shannon, there on YouTube, so that way you can check that out. But we do also carry the acrylic ball ornaments as well.
Yeah, awesome. We're going to try to get some comments quick because we still want to make sure.
Yeah.
I see Pamela's already talking about the snowman, so we want to make sure we get to these items, but we don't want to miss anyone's comments. Yeah, Pamela said your snowman is adorable. We appreciate that. We'll show that one in just a second. Yeah. April said, shared your video of April. Thank you. Kat, do you have faux fur 2-inch ribbon?
We do not.
Yeah, we don't have any faux fur ribbon at the moment. We used to carry some, but the supplier went out of business. So doesn't mean we won't have it again. We just got to find someone that has it.
We do have that you can make it out of. We do have faux fur.
We have the
sheet.
Yeah, the 12x9 sheets.
Yeah.
That you could always cut that and make it into strips. Good morning, Carmen. Glad to see you here as always. Andrea said you definitely have hard to beat prices. That's the goal.
We try.
From your page, when you click on the link on your site, I believe there's a typo. It says, okay, thanks, Donna. We'll check into that.
We'll check into that.
I appreciate
Thank you so
that.
much.
So, Andrea said, don't forget black matte bells.
Now, we do not have those quite yet, but you can make your own.
Yeah.
So I took ornaments, our clear acrylic ornaments, and I painted them black and put baking soda on it or flour. And it looks amazing. And you can do those with the bells too. So I'll try to do that.
Nancy's asking, do we have the ribbon with the pom-poms? We did. I'll have Nick check and see if we still have some.
Into that.
I know what you're talking about. It was a long thin ribbon that had the different pom-poms on it. Michelle said you could just buy black spray paint to do the bells. You could certainly do that too. Nancy said after Thanksgiving. Yeah, that's what, it seems be about 50-50. Chris Hansen, day after Thanksgiving, Christmas goes up. Yes, we're running about 50-50 as far as tomorrow versus Thanksgiving. Yeah. Shannon Booth checking in on YouTube. Thank you. You're very welcome. She was the one that asked about the ornaments with the hole in them. Sarah said I was playing Christmas carols this morning, so it definitely has already started here. But to respect Halloween, I'll hold off until tomorrow. And I was going to expand on that question about when do you start playing Christmas music.
Well, I've been putting Christmas music with my reels that I've been doing in videos, and Chris is like, shut that off. I don't want to hear that yet.
Andrea said, yes, that's an amazing idea, Nichole.
Yeah.
All right, so, because we're already going almost half an hour and we haven't even gotten items yet, but no problem here. Let's start with the snowman that Pamela was talking about. So
look how cute. It is a decent size.
It is.
It is burlap, and it's got some nice rusted snowman accessories on there.
Is that actual rusted metal? It is.
Yeah.
I thought that was just like a stitched on design. I didn't realize that's an actual rusty tin snowflake.
It is. So. Oh, I'm always backwards on this.
Yeah,
but how
Sherry
cute
was the
is
same
this?
way. Yeah, the nose looks like it's made of stained wood.
It is wood.
Yeah, it's got a nice little scarf.
This has always been our favorites.
Yeah, it's a hot mover this year, and I know that because last Friday I was picking orders. I had a cart that had me go to that, and I picked almost the entire cart with just that item. So there were a lot of orders for it. It's so cute. Love the snowman. Yeah, we have a hard time keeping them in stock.
We do.
And every year it feels like we have to increase our inventory because we think we order enough for the year.
We do,
and
then you just never know what's going to happen, a year later.
Yeah, Cliff says SiriusXM start their Christmas channels tomorrow. Yeah, they gotta start early to get that business in. Also, one of our biggest sellers is the sleigh.
We have so many different sizes.
We have a lot of different ones. This one is one that we just started bringing in last year. So it's kind of similar to one we used to carry from another vendor, and when they went out of business, we may or may not have found the factory who was making it for them when they were in business, and we may or may not have reached out to them and had them start making it for us exclusively. So it is stained wood. All of these runners, they are actual. It is steel. It is bent steel. To add to being rustic, these are actual kind of rusty bolts and nuts. It does have some nice jute.
It's great to sit on your mantle or just like a table,
absolutely.
Putting some trees, or this lovely snowman back here.
You could absolutely sit the snowman on there.
It is a little over 12 inches long. Yeah. So, I mean, it's a decent size.
It's hard to show scale. I'm doing the same thing. I'm like, it's over here. It's right here.
But it's $13.95. And if you like it and the snowman, it's 30% off today.
That's right. Everything is 30% off through the weekend. Use coupon code SPOOKYFLASH30. SPOOKYFLASH30. All one word. We get asked this a lot for coupon codes. They are not case sensitive. So It doesn't matter uppercase, lowercase.
Not at all.
Just all one word. SPOOKYFLASH30. Get that 30% off. I don't think we had showed these last week because they hadn't been unpacked from the container yet, but they were back there.
These are my favorite. I love the sizes.
So this is our standing and laying paper mache reindeer. So I believe we sell them individually as well as a set. Yeah. So you can get just a standing one if you want. You can get just the laying one, or we do have the set. So they are paper mache. They are hollow. Gosh, I mean, we sell so many of them. I mean, there's many things you can do with them.
Yeah, we did a craft. One of our, we have somebody that helps us with crafting. Her name is Desiree, and she lives in Florida. She does a lot of our florals and stuff, and you'll see some of her videos as well. But she did a folk, like marble, like cement look on these reindeers.
Oh, that's cool.
And they looked amazing.
They almost like a statue.
Yes.
We have a question about April. If you're talking about like the thickness of this wood, this right here is about 1/2 inch or so. If the side rails are maybe 3/4. If you go to our website, you'll see all the dimensions.
So this one is a little over 12 inches long.
Yep.
It is 6 3/4 of an inch
wide. So that would be the widest part. So from the handles up here, almost 7 inches,
and then a little over 3 inches.
3 inches from the bottom of the runners to the top here. So hopefully that information helps. Let's see. Gosh,
it looks like Nichole was asking if we have larger reindeer. We do.
Oh yeah,
we do.
We do. Yeah.
So those reindeer. Let me see if I can pull those up real quick.
Yeah, while you're doing that, I'll catch up on some comments. Everyone loves the snowman. We got to April. Gloria said your prices are the best around, not to mention the quality is waning. Well, thank you. That's something that, again, we're always striving for. Sometimes it can be hard being competitive when you're going against the big box stores, but I think we do pretty well with that. And quality is something we take very seriously. Andrina, like the reindeer, she said those are amazing. Yeah, they're pretty awesome. We have some bigger ones too.
So those little ones, the sitting deer is 10.5 by 10, and the standing reindeer is 8 by 13.
Yeah. Yep.
And then we do have bigger ones, about 14 by 16.
Yeah, we'll post links to those at the end of the video. We'll include those. Pamela, what's your site to order? It is factorydirectcraft.com, or you can just type in factorydirect.com. That'll take you to our site. Donna said, item numbers for snowman and sled, please. We'll post a link at the end of the video that'll take you to a link on our page on our site that'll have all the items we're showing today. And you can just click right on the item there. So obviously another big mover. These trees are awesome. They're probably these ones are a newer one that we started bringing in, I don't know, a year or two ago. They're probably the nicest trees we've ever brought in. They look extremely realistic. I'll try to show, I mean, all of the branches, if you can see, they're two-tone, couple different shades of green, some shades of brown. Every single branch on here, as you can see, is wired, so you can shape this entire tree any way you want. They do have an actual, it's painted, but this is an actual, I believe it's birch, but it's a tree trunk base to sit in. So you could put, we have customers that'll put burlap around it. Sometimes we have them for sale with burlap around them. Little tree skirts, snow, whatever you want to do. We do have these in multiple sizes as well. Gosh, where to go? Where do you want to go? You pull something, Nikki.
Let's see here. These are always super cute. I don't. Yeah,
and that's a set, isn't it?
This is a set. Yeah. So here's one.
Yes.
They stack inside of each other.
Yep. Yeah, they nest inside each other. So when you ship, it'll just ship in one thing.
But yeah, they're super cute. What are this? Enamel. They're made out of. They're enamel.
Yeah, they're enamelware.
But yeah, it's just super cute to kind of set around your kitchen to add that, festive feel to it. Yeah. Says Santa snacks, reindeer treats, and elf snacks. Yeah, elf sweets. So yeah, these are, I know these sell a lot. We've carried these for years.
Yeah, these are always popular. These are always cute. We've had different variations of these bags in the past. We had the coal ones for a while. We had the reindeer treats. This year we have Dale and Thomas popcorn shares. So these are burlap bags. Yeah. They are seasonal. They're just kind of fun. You can put whatever you want in them.
Gifts in there. Yeah. Anything that you can think of.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's got a little, have to fold it so you can see. It's got a little, Christmas truck on there with some snowflakes. These we always sell.
Oh, no.
I am breaking everything.
She's not broken.
She's not broken. No, it pops back on. Go ahead and show that one off
Did I do that backwards?
No, it was right there.
Was it? Well, either way, this beautiful little angel here, it says, "May angels guide your path." It's just a cute little figure. I know these are always popular. They're just nice little figures that you can put around. But it comes with this attachment for her wings. But you can put it in either way you want. You can put it up or down.
Yeah. Is that resin?
I think so.
Because it's molded, yeah.
Yeah, it's resin.
Yep. And then obviously we have a lot of these this year. So I think we may have showed something similar when we did our wood cutout episode. But we have these made specifically for us. These are made in the U.S. So we do have a supplier that has a nice, laser cutter for wood that manufactures these for us. And since they're made in the U.S., we can usually get them pretty quickly. Yeah. They'll ship flat like this. So if you don't know how it works, don't worry when you get that. They are just slotted. So that way you can just line the slots up. And it pops together.
Oh, I thought it was going to be able to work with our little stands that we had.
Oh, yeah.
But it doesn't. No, it's not going to.
It doesn't need a stand because.
No, it stands.
Stands on its own.
It can.
So, but yeah, so these trees always popular. You can paint them, you can stain them, you can decoupage them.
Whatever you wish.
Whatever you want to do. And then I think we have one more.
Hi, Carmen. The angel's adorable. Yes, it is. It's just a great item. It's heavy duty.
Yeah. So, and this is. Lights up. Oh, it does.
It does light up.
So, this is a fun little Christmas camper. It does. It is battery operated. It'll be hard to see, but there is a bulb in there. You can kind of see there we go. You can see it's got different kind of fun LED lights. Yeah. Kind of looks like they're having a Christmas party in the camper. It is made of. It is resin, so it is molded. So it will be pretty durable, which is fun. Put it on your mantle. Put it on
your trays.
Yeah. So. And,
we forgot the little primitive
almost
plate.
Missed the little plate. So we have quite a few different plates. And don't forget, if you have one of these plates,
we have a stand.
We also have the easels for them. We have them in wood. We have them in plastic. We have some in metal. There we go. It's so weird with this.
I know.
So this is just a decorative plate. It is molded. So we have ones with all kinds of different designs on them, different sizes. So different size easels to meet those. So we'll be posting links to that kind of stuff as well. And this is just obviously a very, very, very small portion of.
Yeah, this is a small portion
our holiday stuff. Over the coming weeks, we'll probably
we'll be showing off a lot more. Yeah, we've got a lot of greenery.
A lot of greenery.
There's one that I was dealing with yesterday with a photo shoot that I was doing with the ornaments that I made.
Yeah,
they are so soft and. Just the way they lay down. I think it was
Was it one of the cedar ones?
It's one of the newer ones that we've gotten. It's the spruce.
Yeah. It's super soft.
Yes, it's a wispy pine.
Yes. I got all that.
Sprig
Yeah,
or something
spruce.
Like that.
Yeah.
I'll have to do.
And I think we have it in a garland and picks, if it's the one I'm thinking of. But yeah, it's like I don't want to use the term rubbery because that's not it. But it's just.
It's really pretty.
It's a softness that I've never felt before in a pine. Usually, a lot of them are more wired,
right?
Or,
exactly.
But
I know that is like the big go-to with greenery in the last couple of years.
Yeah, because it'll just lay naturally like
and I don't think the pictures online does it justice. So I'm going to have to come on and do a live to show you guys because it is really
definitely.
Pretty.
Let's see. Make sure I get a couple more comments. The angels are all your items are nicely made. Thanks, April. We try.
Michelle
reminds me of the old saying,
"Don't come and knock in when the camper's rocking."
Absolutely. Yep. Santa appreciates his cookies on that plate. 100%.
Exactly.
That's a great use for it. Thanks, Carmen.
Show that next week.
Can you show that next week?
Yeah, we can show some greenery. I know.
Yeah, that'd be a good idea for next week. We'll do some Christmas kind of greenery and maybe some garlands.
I know we got
picks,
a lot of
like
new
that.
ones in just recently. A lot of berries and orange slices. I know oranges around Christmas time are always a go-to. Yeah. You dry dry oranges, and you make garlands or hang them on the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I've never heard of oranges at Christmas time.
Yeah, so
usually you see a lot of the cranberries and the popcorn and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but no, oranges are big. I know we've got a lot of different kind of elegant looking with the cedar and berries, and I think it has some beads on there, like clear ball beads on there, and it just looks really pretty if you go for like the cleaner look.
Yeah, Kat said definitely need the link for the new greens. Yeah, we can do that. And you know what, Kat, you're here every week, so if you tune in next week, we will absolutely 100% be showing a lot of that stuff off. So I know there's ones that we sell that we just, again, I'll be picking a cart, and it'll take me to an item. And I'll pick it, put in a tote, and then tells me to stay there, pick another one, and you'll fill an entire cart with a specific garland or something like that because everybody wants them. So, it's coming up on 40 minutes already. If you joined us late, leave us a comment even after the show is over.
Type replay. Let us know that you're
replay.
Here.
Let us know if you're watching on replay. If you're watching on replay as well, we want to know: does Christmas start tomorrow, November 1st, or does it start the day after Thanksgiving, as was mentioned earlier, Christmas Thanksgiving being really late this year. Are you going to start? Maybe if you are typically a day after Thanksgiving person, or you can maybe start a little earlier.
Or you're just going to stick with that.
Or you're just going to stick with it and just be okay with it being a little bit shorter Christmas season than normal. So, all right, ready for some questions real quick?
Sure am.
All right, so you got two little girls. What are their Halloween costumes this year?
Police officers.
Both of them?
Both of them.
Are you guys dressing up like as convicts or jailbirds or you and Chris?
Yeah. We Adley said that she's going to allow me to be handcuffed in front, so that way I can.
There you go.
Have a drink.
Are they real handcuffs, or are they like the little trick ones you can get out of? Because
they're the kids' plastic ones.
They got to. You don't want
she was like, I'll handcuff you in front, so that way you can drink and eat candy if you want. I'm like, oh, thanks.
Yeah. Andrina said definitely November 1st. April said days before Thanksgiving. Yeah. So that makes sense. So, so not everyone does candy for trick or treat.
No.
What was your favorite as a kid? What was your favorite candy alternative that people would give out?
Man, I always went to the houses with the big candy bars.
Yeah, we have one. We have a house on our street
got a couple of them.
the kids they won't pass out candy for the full 2 hours. They'll be out there for about 30 minutes, and this all king size candy bars, and they're like 4 houses down. So our kids will hit there first.
Yeah,
I should say kid. My son is 16, so trick or treating is
lame
hit it up. At this point. But Maddie's 13, so her and her friends will be going out.
Yeah, but no, I would say I don't remember from my childhood really, but I know there was a house in our neighborhood. She handcrafts all these like wands out of wood and paints them. She does it every year, and she hands it out to all the kids. And the kids get so excited about it. They want to hit up this house, get their little magic wands, and it's just fun little. Yeah,
April said caramel apples. The neighbors. Yeah, we have some people that do that. We mentioned in a previous episode. We also have some people on my street, and I think you mentioned you have some that will also have some Halloween treats for the adults.
Oh yeah.
So
we've got a couple of those, which nice keeps us warm.
Our neighbor across the street makes like 400 Jell-O shots. Every year, and for sure, any of the parents that come by, they're like, "Oh, we got treats for you guys too if you want them."
What was it? We went when we go camping. They have trick or treat during those, Halloween weeks.
Oh, the week, yeah.
Yeah, and there was this camper that was giving out a IV bag that was filled with adult beverages inside, and it was just cute because it was in an IV bag and had the straw.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, so you were drinking out of the IV straw.
April said popcorn balls. I've seen that one before. My kids, every once in a while, there'll be a random popcorn ball in their
I will steal those.
Yeah, 100%.
I love those.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's something in one of these things, kids.
Yeah.
And then, so for those of us in Ohio, do you guys have a fallback if the weather is bad tonight, or are you just going to rough it even in the rain? And
we're going to rough it. We've got a couple we've got a group of us going. So we're all going as the kids are, the cops, the parents are the robbers, and our dogs are the K9 unit. So we're going to rough it. We're going to try the best we can.
Yeah.
Hopefully it comes in sooner and just dies down by trick or treat. But if not, we have been doing trick-or-treating and trunk-or-treating for several weeks, so it's okay. I mean, the kids will be upset.
Yeah. But I heard a debate on the radio. Some people were talking about trunk-or-treat and they didn't know what it was. I don't know if everyone does.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, let us know if you guys do a trunk-or-treat in your neighborhood. Essentially, it's a church or a school or whatever, and they'll do it usually in the days before Halloween, where people in the community can just come up, park their cars. Usually they'll decorate their cars, and then kids can just walk car to car and trick or treat that way. April said we are trick or treat last Saturday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I've always kind of been a fan of on the weekends.
It is nice, but I understand why they do it on the week, because they don't want kids running the streets.
Right. Yeah.
Late in the evenings and toilet paper.
So you guys are trick or treating tonight then too? Yeah, ours is too. So. That'll probably be about do it, because we're going on 45 minutes. You guys were awesome this week, man. We had a hard time keeping up with all the comments.
We love it,
and we love it. Please keep them coming. The more we can interact with you guys, it's always more fun than you guys just sitting there while we try to talk. Kat said trunk or treat 2 weeks ago. Yeah, my town, there were a couple of them over the last couple of weeks leading up to trick or treat tonight. So
and don't forget, this weekend is we lose an we gain an hour.
We gain an hour.
Fall back
early Sunday morning. I think it's technically supposed to be like 3 a.m. or whatever. If you have an iPhone or an Android phone, whatever, it's going to do it for you. But if you're old school, you still go by the alarm clock on the nightstand.
Yep.
Saturday night, turn it back an hour before you go to bed. So kids have a ghost walk from school today.
What's that?
What's a ghost walk?
I've never heard of that, but that sounds fun. I know Adley, she has a costume parade today at like 1 o'clock. So right before the Halloween party that I'm volunteering with, they walk outside, and parents and family can come and watch them walk outside. It's like 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was interesting. I was dropping the kids off at school this morning. Again, 8 and 16. He's like, I'm going to wear a soccer jersey. That's good enough. And, tonight I'm just going to, none of us are going out. We're just going to, while everyone's trick-or-treating, we're just going to be playing Fortnite or whatever.
All right, that sounds fun.
And my daughter and her friends are all dressed up. A group of them dressed up as a bunch of characters from Despicable Me.
Oh, yeah.
So a couple were dressed up as Minions. One's dressed up as Groot. Maddie is dressed up as Agnes, the little girl with the unicorn and all that. And, and she was over, she was like, when I was talking, she was like, well, I hope I'm not the only one at school in a costume. And as they're getting out of the car, a kid in the car in front of us gets out dressed up as the Chick-fil-A cow. So
I love it.
I'm like,
you're
Maddie,
fine.
you're wearing like overalls and a t-shirt.
Yeah,
I think you're gonna be
That's
okay.
funny.
Kat said they walk downtown from the school in costume for candy from stores. That's awesome.
Oh, well, that's cute.
That's really cool. I've never heard of that before.
We kind of do that at like Austin Landing in the Green. They do have, but I like that ghost walk. But that's cute.
Nancy want to know, is there special wording to look up for the pom-pom ribbon?
So we do have some pom-pom ribbons. They're called pom-pom garland.
Yep.
Or a trim.
Yeah.
We don't have many of them in stock. They are sold out. We might be getting more. Well, I'll have to check into that. But it looks like the pom-pom garlands that we have, they're black tinsel pom-poms and a yellow tinsel. And then the trim, I'll post a link to this.
It's the puffball trim.
But it's a puffball trim, and then it's pastel, which would be really cute because it's pastel's a big theme for Christmas this year.
Yeah, 100%.
So I did
I did notice that.
The Christmas tree cones. I did those for the pastel.
Oh, did you?
Theme. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I think that'll about do it. Again, if you joined us late, let us know if Christmas starts for you November 1st or the day after Thanksgiving, or the days leading, as April mentioned, the days week of Thanksgiving, something like that. If you have any you guys end up with any fun Halloween stuff, make sure you share some pictures, share some comments. By request, next week we'll do some Christmas greenery and garlands and things like that, since you guys mentioned wanting to see that. So it's always easier for us when you guys give us ideas.
Sure is.
Sometimes we'll sit there and be like, man, what haven't we done yet?
Yeah, there's just so much to show off, and we want to make sure that we show you guys what you guys are looking for and needing for the holiday season. Carmen
said, Christmas in July for me, but always working like Santa.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, have a safe Halloween. Have a great weekend.
Have a great day.
We will see you next week.
Take care.
Bye, guys.